Hi everybody, welcome to ZEROYON. Now it's fair to say my car is pretty heavily modified, but one piece that is always been missing is of course a front strut brace, which I find really odd because you would think that when you buy a car which is marketed as a sports car such as the Supra, it would of course come with them. However, doing a little bit of research and watching some YouTube videos, it turns out that basically the chief engineer, basically tasked with the handling of the Supra, decided that with those front strut braces, it was a little bit too stiff, which is even more confusing because when Toyota revised the A90, called it the A91, bumped the power only in the US, they also gave it a front strut brace on either side. Incredibly frustrating for us European users that didn't get that modification. But not only that, when I did buy the car, I also found the handling not quite to my taste. For some bizarre reason, it just didn't really have a sharp front end, which I was expecting from a car of this sort of caliber. So when I took it to the local alignment shop, I found that there was basically a few problems with the OEM alignment settings. Now at that point, what I did was set up the car within tolerances to something that I believe would give me so much better handling. And if you want to see what those settings were, then please do make sure you watch the video that will be linked at the end of this one to go check that out. But today I'm going to go one step further and actually fit some strut braces to my car. And the ones I've chosen are these absolute beautiful strut braces from Forge Motorsport for the Supra. So what I'm going to do is show you exactly what's in the box, what comes with this kit, how to fit them to the Supra, and then we're going to finish off by going for a drive and just see if we notice any difference in handling on this car. So let's get into it. So inside the box we have got the two strut braces which look absolutely stunning in that gloss black. We get a bolt fitting kit and I'm going to show you exactly where those go on the car, of course, during the course of this video. We also get a nice sticker. We also get a piece of paper which will link us to the instructions online. Hopefully you're not going to need them because I'm going to show you exactly how you fit these on the car. Most importantly, please do watch to the end of this video because during this video I'm going to reveal a 10% discount code so you can get some of these with 10% off, and not only that, 10% off any product off the Forge website. So let's go and get these fitted. And one thing I really like is the attention to detail that have gone into these Forge Motorsport strut braces. If we take a look at the top of the strut brace, the one that actually mounts towards the actual strut itself, you can see there is a really nice recess. And if we look at the other side, which mounts on the front crash bar, you can see that it's quite a flat surface. So basically Forge have thought about this and made sure that basically these are pretty much idiot proof and they can only go in one particular place. So now we're going to put the strut brace in place. All we need to do is just place it on the strut tower and then just pop it so the bolt holes align. What we're going to then do is take our M10 bolt and quite simply put it through the front bar. Okay, but before we tighten that up, I'm also going to put the M8 bolt through the rear one as well, and that's just to make sure it can't move anywhere. So next then we're just going to grab our M10 Allen key and we're just going to tighten up the front bolt, okay, just to the point where it starts to feel a little bit of tension, and then we're going to leave it as that. Now that M8 bolt we fitted earlier is a little bit more inconvenient. It goes into the wheel well. What I found is the easiest way to do it would be to take the wheel off, but because I'm stubborn, by removing these 4 push pins, I just had just enough room to place my hand all the way in. Now once I managed to get the nut on the bottom of the bolt, I simply held it in place by maneuvering a small socket, 13mm socket with a tiny ratchet on the bottom just to hold it in place. Once it was held in place, I used the top Allen key to just nip it up. So now that one side is fitted, I've pushed back all the clips and we are good to go. The only thing to do now is of course repeat the process for the other side, and this is really something that anybody can do even with a basic tool set. Guys, this is obviously the road test to see if we can see any difference from the strut braces. So I'm doing quite a bit of mileage and obviously making sure I'm going around some quite tight corners, just to see and feel if we can sort of ascertain whether the front end feels a little bit better. One of the biggest issues I did have when it came to this car, which I did mention at the beginning of the video, was the fact that when I was driving along, I felt like the front end wasn't really pointy. This car's pretty rowdy. What I generally found is the fact that as I was driving along, yeah, I tended to get quite a bit of understeer, which obviously wasn't great. Okay, so I'm finding now that the front end just seems that little bit more bitey. I really do actually like it. Like I said before, when I was sort of turning into tight corners with some sort of speed, I found the front was just sort of washing out, and it didn't really feel that good. But thankfully, due to the combination of getting that alignment sorted, and of course do go watch that video to see what I did come up with, it does feel sort of so much better. I have to say I've done about, what, 12 miles now, just to really sort of put it through its paces. So what I'll do is we'll just quickly pull up and we'll come to a little bit of conclusion on this video. So the conclusion for me is the fact that those strut braces certainly do a job. Not only do they look absolutely fantastic on the car, but I certainly felt an improvement in the steering response, okay, which is obviously the whole point of a strut brace. I do appreciate many people do fit strut braces just because they look good, but for me, everything I put on my car generally has to serve some sort of purpose. So if you remember earlier, I did mention the fact that if you are interested in buying something from Forge Motorsport, I have teamed up with them to get you a discount code. And if you did miss it earlier on in the video, it is ForgeGavin10. Enter ForgeGavin10 on the Forge website and you will get yourself 10% off any product you are going to want to purchase. So if you did like this video, please do hit that thumbs up. It tells YouTube that more people just like you might want to watch my content. If you found it useful, of course, do subscribe for more content just like this. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.